Okay guys, here's a little trick I like to do. I think it's called card transpo. I don't know the name as usual. I'm horrible with names. And in this tutorial, I'll be using the golden dragon back instead of the blue dragon back. Uh, so here's the performance. I need spectator choose a card. Let's say he or she likes this card. I'll turn my head away so you guys see it. I promise I'll turn my head away. I'll do it right now. Okay, so my head was away, and I hope you got a good look at the card. So I'm gonna take your card. Just go put somewhere in the deck. Give the deck a few cuts, just like that. I could give it a shuffle. Why not? Okay. Okay. Just like that. So the card's lost. Now what I'm gonna do is I think I can make the card jump to the top with a snap. It's on top. You don't believe me? I'll prove you wrong right here. This is your card. But it's not. I'm sorry. But I'll make it up to you, okay? I'll make it up in a harder way. So let's take the 3 of hearts, okay? Let's just take that, put that there, give it deck a cut, do like that. And with the snap of a finger, I'm pretty sure I could make your card change places. The 3 of hearts change places with your card. I don't know what your card is, but your card is the 7 of spades. And now to prove it really has changed places, I put it face up. So it's more easy to spot. And it's right here. The 3 of hearts has really changed place with the 7 of spades. Okay, here's the tutorial. This is this is a really good trick I like to perform. It's a double lift type of trick. It's really effective if you do it correctly. If not, people will laugh at you. Sadly, I've experienced that many times in my life. It's that feeling. I hope you don't go through it. So here's the tutorial. Okay, pick a card. Spectator picks a card. Say the 6 of clubs. Okay. So then you control their card to the top of the deck. Somehow, I use the Centurion's card. I'll make a tutorial for it later one day. I'm pretty sure I will. And yeah, just make it come to the top of the deck. And then what you need to do is perform a double lift, which is you take 2 cards and put it up as 1. Exactly 2. I'll go over it somewhat briefly. I'll go over it not so detailed. I'll just make it quick. So you spread out the cards a bit. This is the easy version. Okay, your left hand. You take the top 2 cards. You spread. Actually, top 3 cards you spread out. Take your left hand. Put your fingers, pinky ring, and middle finger right in front of the two cards, and then catch a little break there, and then release these other 2 fingers. I'll catch a pinky break, and then square it up. Make sure you square it up really nicely. Square it up just like that. I say your card's on the top. That's your card. They say no, it's not. And you're like, oh. Well, here comes a bit more tricky part. So what you want to do, you want to have space from these 2 cards and the rest of the deck. You just want it a bit bent upward. Well, I separate it just a bit. So I separated about this much. And how I did that is when you do the double lifts, you just put onto your fingers instead of onto the deck. So it's like that. And you say, that's your card. They're like, no. And they're like, oh, I'm somewhat embarrassed right now. I'm awfully sorry. And then, so you turn the deck face over, face out, and then you see this card sticking out. Then you take your pointer, put it through, and then take your thumb, and then just pull, just like that. Pull it out, just like that. Okay. So it should pull out the, so it's like this. You actually pull out the second card, not the first one. So it's like, just like that, but without flashing. So it's like that. So it's actually the 6 of clubs. One last time. So there's this little gap. You take it like this while it's face down. So you take out the 6 of clubs and there's 2 of clubs right there. And then you spread the deck, putting the 2 of clubs onto the deck, not on your fingers, and give it a cut just like that. So then it's somewhere in the middle right now, and then that just gives it more effect. Just say, I'll make it up for you. I found your card. I made a teleport or transport between the deck and the card. So they switch basically in English, in English words. Okay, so and then just give it a snap. Why not? And say, your card's right here. That's it. And like, oh my gosh, how are you gonna do that? And say, to make this, like to prove that they really switch places, I turn the two of clubs face up in the deck, which is actually right now it's done for you. You've already done it. And just spread out the cards and say, haha, right here. Either that, or you could go, if you don't have a table, you could make a spectator flip over the card in their hand, and then say, oh my, and then say, just spread it out instead and say, the two clubs only face up card in the deck. And then that's a tutorial. It's a great trick. I suggest you practice it. It's kind of fun to perform at a spectator, see what they think, and I hope you guys like it. See you next.